Hey everybody, welcome back to the TokenPants channel. Got another movie review for you today. Tonight we were able to see a sneak preview of Valerian. Shout out to Roy Big Country Nelson, MMA fighter. He is fantastic. He's the one that invited us and let us go. It was a great night. He was really cool, really sweet person, and was able to let us see this awesome movie. Here's a picture of us chill at the movie. Pretty cool, right? I know. So let's just jump into it. In case you're new to the channel, how we do this, we give you a non-spoiler feel of the movie. Should you go see it? Should you not? Is it worth your money? After that, we'll announce spoilers and jump into the movie and things we liked, didn't like, and stuff like that. So let's kick it off. Should you go see it? Should you not? I think for the spectacle alone, it's worth go seeing in the theater. Just for the CG alone, the opening of the movie is gorgeous, and it definitely plays on the big screen. What do you think?
I think it's fairly ridiculous that you said to go see that in the theater, but not Dunkirk. Honestly. That's pretty ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
Yeah,
Dunkirk was gonna be an amazing movie.
Well, because that movie was like masterfully shot in IMAX, and then this one's good.
It's not cup of tea. It's what it is. It's what the problem is.
I'm not saying it's a better movie than Dunkirk by far,
but
I'm saying the spectacle of the CG and the colorful things that are popping. So, it's worth, and the 3D. We saw it in 3D, so you think, and it's very worth it.
Yeah, we're there. We are there now. But you still think that it's better to see in the theater than Dunkirk? IMAX Dunkirk versus 3D Valerian.
I'm gonna say different strokes for different folks, my friend. That's all what it is.
Man, I would say 3D Valerian, man, because Valerian for just visual. Chris Nolan's Dunkirk, it was beautifully shot. But it wasn't anything you've not seen before. It was beaches, it was desert, but giant, gorgeous shots of them. That being said, Valerian shows you constantly things you've never seen before. Mm-hmm. It's just eye candy the whole time.
You've seen this before. It's called The Fifth Element.
However, story-wise, I would say Dunkirk is leaps and bounds better than this movie.
It's a good catch.
No, I understand.
What would you say? See it or not?
Oof. That's a tough one, man. I love my boy Luc, alright. Not really many projects he's ever done that I haven't, loved, but man. That's the rough girl to love right there. That was oof. There's a lot of stuff that I liked in the movie. Like the first 5 minutes of the movie just grabs you.
Yeah, it does. And
it sets this tone that you're like, oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
And
okay, wait, we're getting into spoilers.
It was like the scene out of Sucker. What was it? I'm Going to Get You, Sucker?
Oh, okay.
Like, she gets in the room, you're like, oh, yeah. And then she pops off the wig, her leg comes off, makeup's gone. And then she's like, don't worry, baby, it's going to be good.
John, your analogies for movies are simply the best.
Oh, man.
They're better than all the rest.
So he would say skip it. What about you?
I don't know about skip it. Because it's... Come on, y'all. They got a whole goddamn school riding on this movie. Everybody needs to see it, okay?
Look, okay. I see. So you're on the fence is what you're saying?
I am very much on the fence
I can't see you spending $14 for an IMAX movie just to see 5 minutes in 3D. I got more for my money seeing something in IMAX for $14 than I did for this. This is more of a rental for me. Okay. I can pay $1.62 at Redbox and on my big screen TV that happens to still be 3D, unfortunately, and have the same experience. For less than $2.
So I say see it for the spectacle, the eye candy. He's still on the fence, and he says to skip it. That being said...
I wish I could give you guys a better...
Well, you could be right here. It's full spoilers time, guys. Full spoilers.
I wanted to love this so much.
I know.
I talked about this for months.
So full spoilers, here we go.
You don't mind, do you?
No.
You sure?
No. Take it. I don't need it.
Start it off, Mr. Fence.
I don't know if it was, badly directed. but the dialogue between the characters was so bad, so bad. Like, I don't know, it was like awkward conversations you have with like a coworker that you really don't like.
It was.
You know, but you just
That's a really
you
good
can't be a robot and be
good.
like, are the reports done? They are accomplished. On to my next task. You know, like it was
That's exactly what it was like.
Oh man. But like all the CG characters were like, you know, really well acted. Like the only bad acting in this movie was from like the people, the actual people.
The human counterparts.
Like they've got this little thing, like, you know, it's the center of the movie. It's like this little armadillo animal, alien.
What do they
animal.
call it? The
Modular. The module?
No, what was it?
It's called the
There's something-
Replicator?
yeah.
Not Replicator, but
I thought they had
something along lines.
module. It's something modular.
Yeah, it's you know, replication basically. It's able to.
It's a Xerox armadillo.
Yeah, it's a Xerox armadillo. They feed it this, and whatever you feed it, it just shits out. And I'm not kidding. Literally, just shits it out, and he goes like, yeah.
It's so weird.
It's like a somewhat cuter version of the
Transformation from Gremlins.
yeah. Like you get Gizmo wet, and you know his back starts welting up. Not like that, but like you
This
know,
one
just
shoots out diamonds.
yeah, he just kind of like shits up a whole bunch of diamonds.
And what
it's
he's
just
saying
like,
is he
that's
replicates
weird.
whatever you feed to him. So whatever he eats, he just starts shitting those out.
The problem is with this is that I can see where he was going. All right, like there's a ton of actors that you could have cast in those roles that probably would have been able to run away with the you know, kind of terrible dialogue that you gave him. Like there was a lot of nods kind of to The Fifth Element where, you know, the character would act like Bruce Willis's character in that movie.
Corbin Dallas.
But you know, he didn't.
He didn't have the He wasn't
didn't
charismatic.
have- yeah,
he wasn't Bruce Willis.
Yeah, he wasn't Bruce Willis.
He didn't give the
man.
Bruce Willis look. Like shut the fuck up with his eyes.
Like, yeah, it's true. Like Bruce Willis, there's like, you can give him like maybe one or two lines and he can make him work. Whereas with this guy, it was like all of it was just falling so flat.
I'm sad because again we both love this director. I love The Fifth Element, and that was his passion project because he couldn't make Valerian. Now he makes Valerian, and it's worse than something he copied from. I don't get that. Like he had all this time to really work this out, and he pushed what could have been a 2.5 movie, we'll say, or just 2 movies in general, into 1 movie, and we never got to develop any story.
And I agree. The movie spends most of its time in exposition, which is just telling you things about this world to as if to say, love this world, isn't it so cool, isn't it so cool? But the movie never gives you a moment to love it, to love this species of alien or this specific world of aliens. It just keeps throwing more at you. Like every beat of the movie is new scene, new, and it just overwhelms you to where you don't really care about anything.
It's like a 2.5 hour trailer.
Yeah,
That's really what
Yeah.
it is. It's beautiful scenes after beautiful scene, occasionally stop and smile, and then we're on to another action set. Come on, spoiler by the way. The ending was like watching Matlock. Matlock discovering who the bad guy is.
Oh my god,
Wasn't it?
Austin.
It's right?
Austin with the goddamn fucking truth bombs
It
right
was like,
now.
you did all this, and then they show a scene. You did this, sir. I was like, this is happening?
it was like watching a. The end of that movie was like watching a like high school version of a recent Sherlock episode.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh my
You
God.
brought it full circle. I went Matlock, you
Yeah,
went Sherlock.
and
Let's bring the
it's like-
40s into the 20s.
Unlike how Benedict Cumberbatch can just wrap you in and you're just like, yeah, Sherlock, get him, and he just like because your shoes and there's a. But he does the same thing in the movie, and you're right. It falls so flat. You're just like, what?
Benedict Cumberbatch is an amazing actor, and he can let you believe that he's the most intelligent person on the planet. This guy smiles, tells you he's the most badass human being or male specimen. What about him is badass? He wears a cool suit and runs through a wall.
Which was
Nothing
his suit.
says he's a detective.
His suit was doing that, not him.
And then, oh god.
And I don't want to call him out.
His suit ripped apart like tinfoil.
I don't want to call him out.
Fell through a
because-
grate.
Because, you know, the dude with his shirt off looks like me with my shirt off. But, you know, I ain't running around talking about I'm a top physical specimen. He literally takes his shirt off, and I'm talking just, you know, it's just skin. He's a slim dude like me, man. It's just a whole bunch of skin. That's it.
And that's another problem I have with the
Slight
movie.
outlining of maybe some abdominal muscles. But
There's some like flexing that he does during the movie. When I say flexing, I mean him not muscle flexing, but like him flexing his badassness towards people.
It's terrible.
Him flexing like I'm a badass, like trying to intimidate people, and it just never, like everything else he does in the movie, it never lands. And towards the end of the movie, when we're talking about the interrogation with the commander, he grabs the commander's arm and drags him away forcefully.
And keep in mind, it's fucking Clive Owen, all right? You ain't dragging King Arthur nowhere. Come on, motherfucker, you ain't
especially when you weigh $115.
I was about to say it's Clive Owen.
Clive Owen would have grabbed you by the neck.
He just blow him over. That's it. Oh, it's done. Sorry, Valerian.
Clive Owen is what, 3 times as big as this kid? I was like, what world does this play?
Ability?
I love you, baby.
Like, I can see if they made him like another race of being, right? Like he was kind of a human, but he was enhanced, and that's why he's so strong. But no, he's just a human, and he muscled Clive Owen like he was a bitch. I
can't find any humans.
Another thing wrong with the movie was again what he said, the pacing, the constantly going scene to scene to scene, the flat chemistry between Cara Delevingne and him, it was non-existent. It was like cold fish every time they talked to each other.
This is why I was on the fence, because it starts off so strong. Like I said, it starts off so strong. They start with ground control to Major Tom, and it shows like the
montage of building the station.
Like basically, it plays ground control to Major Tom as it shows humanity's evolution into the stars, and it's so beautiful to watch. Because basically it shows like humanity almost overcoming all of our differences and finally becoming that race that we all want us to be. And then not only transitions from that, but into, the eventual of meeting the other races that inhabit the galaxy. And it's so well done, and it really grabs you, and you're like, man. And Rutger Hauer's in it.
I know.
And
for 5 seconds, it's a poignant moment.
But he does such a good job, man, and it just sets this tone that you're like, oh shit, this is about to be the sleeper hit. Yeah, this is gonna be a sleeper hit.
It puts you in this mood like, man, this is about to be the fucking shit.
And then literally the next scene, somebody like once again comes up from behind your kneecaps and just hits you with a baseball bat, just. And you're just like, what's going on? Who did that?
Who stole my kidney? Why am I in an ice bath?
And it's Valerian. There he is, and he's talking about he's got many medals and.
Before they even introduced Valerian, they did the montage of us evolving, and which is phenomenal. And then they cut to the planet Mool, the planet Mool. Where the race of beings there, and that you get to experience their life for like 15 minutes, and of their daily life, and it's beautiful and heartfelt, and then
it's the most stunning CG. Let's be honest, it was really phenomenal.
But then, like,
closest thing I've seen to Avatar.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And now, granted, to Avatar's credit, it wasn't as good as Avatar's CG.
No,
it wasn't.
That was 2000.
But it was the closest thing I've seen to it since Avatar.
But so they show this race of beings that are humanoid-like, and they have this incredible range of emotion, and it's voice acted beautifully. Mm-hmm. The animators, the facial expressions, awesome. And then
you saw how crazy their faces were. Yeah. It was probably mocap, to be honest.
But then they experienced an apocalypse. You literally watch this culture experience an apocalypse, and you see this one of the members of the society, the princess, gets locked out of this ship that the rest of the creatures are on, and she she dies, and it's emotional, it's impactful. Like, the people are crying, and like it hit you're like, oh, again, like John said, this is right after the Major Tom part. You're like, man, this fucking shit is gonna be amazing.
And then what did they cut to? Him laying on the beach.
I didn't have a problem with that.
I did, because
it was an emotional tone shift that was just like, it was like a whole, it's like they hit the channel on the remote, like a whole movie changed. It was.
Oh man, that's a good analogy.
It is. That's what it was, man. It was just like, okay.
Sleeper analogy of the summer, y'all. Changing the remote. That's what Valerian was. Somebody was flipping through the channels.
Like this planet? No. Planet balls?
What is this? Chasing?
Bubbles, water.
What is this? Fucking comedy? Get out of here.
Jellyfish on big old brontosauruses?
Yeah. And then when we were talking about the relationship between Valerian and I don't even remember what her name was. Laurel. How it was no chemistry and it was flat and it felt forced. Like they kept trying to tell the audience, look how badass we are.
Did he come off a little rapey all the time? Like, I want to be with you.
Oh yeah,
I want to be with you.
Absolutely, yeah.
You come on. You got to be with me. I love you.
But
he was clearly not taking no for an answer.
I could be wrong, but maybe, that's just kind of like a French thing,
You're talking about it's a future thing?
No,
He's talking about Pepe Le Pew thing.
No, I know what he meant. I'm just...
But I mean, like, I don't know what it's like over there, okay? So it could be a little bit different.
Well, when we were coming out of the theater, you made a good analogy, and you did that voice.
We were talking about, basically, like, doing things like you already knew them.
Oh, yes.
Like... like...
Yeah, there you go.
You need a backstory.
Like, we don't gotta tell you about this. We don't gotta give you anything behind it. The way they act with each other, that's just the things that they do, and you know it. You've seen him before. Valerian, he's up to some old hijinks like he was, and there's no predecessor for it.
Well, typically they do that in movies. They'll pan to a shot of all his medals or a slight montage. They don't do anything like that.
I don't.
She just goes, "Yeah, we know you're a badass."
No,
shut up.
But I mean, were you guys? I was just so like cringing when they were talking about like I was top of my class, and it was like that classic, like stereotypical finished in top of his class. They were literally. He was talking like Burke Macklin from fucking Parks and Rec.
It's the scene from.
The only thing that I never did was find out who killed the president, and that's only because I found out later that it was the president. Shit like that, where you're just like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I get it. Your IQ's over 280,000, and you're like, what? Come on, man. What?
That's such a good analogy. That's how bad I don't understand how... And again, like John said, Luc Besson is French, so...
They said they'd never bring me back. And I said that they never could. But they did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know where the...
That's what he was. That's what... Valerian, by the way, you guys, is Burt Macklin from fucking Parks and Rec.
Oh my god.
But without the satire of oh, he's just a little slow, and so it makes it cute. He's just this guy's a fucking idiot, man.
And then they do a lot of a lot of things that in that movie, Valerian, like his whole dialogue, the attitude, the way he acted that part. Again, it might not have been the actor. I can't remember his name. Here it is.
Bow.
But I can't.
Was in Lawless.
Spider-Man 2.
Place Behind the Pines.
Is it Collateral? It's Collateral.
What? No, not Collateral.
Oh, damn it.
That's fucking Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx.
What is that damn?
Oh my god, could you imagine Valerian as Tom Cruise in that movie?
He's just running away from everything.
I thought he was trying to say Jamie Foxx was him. I was like, well...
What is the name
You get the non-race card, sir, because that was very equality.
This dude don't see colors anymore at all.
The movie starts with it's the superhero movie. What the hell is that damn?
This motherfucker's woke. 2017, y'all.
No,
it starts with a C.
Chronicle.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man. What else was he in?
Minority Report. War of the Worlds.
Isn't that War of the Worlds?
Man, he was killer in Edge Tomorrow, guys.
Cocktail. Days of Thunder.
Oh, talk about a risky business.
You know that scene in Star Wars where Harrison Ford, Han Solo,
You have to tell him.
He's getting lowered into the carbonite pit in Empire Strikes Back, and she says, "I love you," and that classic line that was ad-libbed by him, by the way. I know. I felt like the person who wrote the dialogue of this movie was like, "That's Valerian. Everything he says, like that." And so everything he says in the movie, like she talks to him, he's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm hot. I'm sexy. I'm a peak physical specimen." Like she
And
messages
keep in
him.
mind, y'all, he looks like me with my shirt off, man.
She messages him in the
I'm
movie.
not downgrading myself. It's just that, you know, I've never been at the beach and took this motherfucker off and had women just go, ah!
And like I think Austin said, you wanted to love the movie so bad.
Absolutely. You
wanted
saw
to
Fifth
love it,
Element.
man.
You wanted this to be.
And it starts off so good.
It does.
And
It
every
starts
now
off
and
like
then
Fifth Element.
there was a scene that was starting to really shine, and then the movie would. Then again, Valerian would get back on screen and it would be like, "Ooh."
I gotta ask something.
And what was her name? Cara Delevingne?
Cara Delevingne
Yeah.
is the actress.
Why the fuck was there a Jessica Rabbit cameo?
I like that because
I-
that world.
Yeah, but-
Seriously, like that.
But I just don't understand it.
Well, because there's a section of the movie where he goes to this like underground like black market area where like these clubs are and
So
people are
there's-
selling crazy shit.
Obviously, a lot of prostitutes roaming around
Right.
this area.
But this area is set retro, so everybody's into retro shit, and so they're playing Wyclef's "Staying Alive" as the like outside, and he's walking through the market, and it's a bunch of like pop culture shit from human history.
No, I got
so,
that part.
yeah.
It just like, but what was the throwback for? Like, why was there the nod?
I think he just Luc Besson just likes
like
that
the
movie.
movie because he said the exact quote. "I'm not your hero." Like I'm like, oh, I get it. Let's drive it. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, but where was the other cameos after that?
That's nothing.
Like, it was like one pop
that
culture.
that sequence right there. When he's walking there, he starts spitting one-liners to everyone he bumps into, and it was like they were like, "How many people should he bump into?" Everyone.
Everyone in the black market. And he's got something to say to each one of them.
Because it was like zippy one-liners. "I'm not your hero." "Hey, baby, you want to say, not today, it's Sunday." It's just like,
Today is
not it's Sunday.
the Sabbath.
This is God's day, bitch. Back up off me.
I can light up your life, you're not my kind of firecracker. Like, it was bananas. Like,
It was.
and then every time they introduced a character, they immediately went to somebody else, introduced somebody else, and over and over and over and over and
You
over
never
again.
got to really like anybody.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of really good not really good, but like there was a lot of very interesting characters that you would have
yeah.
liked to have seen expanded upon a little bit. Like in the very beginning of the movie, you get introduced to this tour guide that you're like, oh my god, is that going to be like the when
Chris Tucker part, yeah.
I thought for certain he was going to somehow get like
It should have been Chris Tucker, right?
no
Yeah.
no because like you can't go for another Chris Tucker because you can't replicate Chris Tucker.
No, what I'm
'cause-
saying is like it should have been a cameo from the Fifth Element. I kept waiting to see someone from the Fifth Element too. Just
Oh yeah, that would
I
have been
thought-
nice, but
because
why wasn't one of
because
the alien races?
well, see, I exactly agree with
like
you.
that could have been like the
Because the world of Valerian is so massive, like the races and everything, it could have easily fit Fifth Element in there as it's the same universe.
yeah.
But at
Easily.
the same time, you gotta keep in mind he's going for a comic. So
I know, but
But
still,
even still, like
he did a nod to Roger Rabbit.
I'm
You
about to
can't
say,
do a nod to
James
Fifth Element.
Gunn.
I
James
didn't
Gunn
wa-
did
I
a,
didn't-
did
I
a
didn't-
nod to Slither in Guardians 1.
You did.
But I mean,
You don't have to call it and say Corbin Dallas. You don't have to do
Yeah.
that.
But I mean,
Somebody in the black market area could have been dressed like Lulu Multipass.
Yeah.
But again, that's just fanboy shit.
you know, you can't hate on him for not.
I'm not hating on him.
including
I know that he's an amazing director. I saw this movie before. I saw what he could have done with the property. He did it years ago. He had plenty of time to say, you know what, I saw all these good things he did in Fifth Element. Let me expand upon that. He didn't. He took this comic book, smashed it into about 2 hours, and you had no time to breathe.
I really want to read this comic.
That's
book.
a really good point. Like that's a really good way of
No,
putting it.
but I mean, like-
he didn't have time to breathe.
I what I want to do is because I can't like all I can think of because like I don't think I've seen a movie by Luc Besson that I didn't at least enjoy a little bit.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
I want to touch on Rihanna.
Wait, I want to touch on.
You want to touch Rihanna?
I want to touch Rihanna.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay.
I wanna
Umbrella.
touch on
Ella,
Rihanna.
Ella. Now I want to touch on Rihanna because I knew she was in the movie, and I'm not a huge fan of Rihanna.
What, you don't like her great movies like
I'm
Battleship?
no. I'm not a huge fan of putting celebrities, like musical celebrities, in movies just because they're musical celebrities.
I got you.
I am a fan of it.
Not a
I'm a
huge fan
fan
of
of
that.
it when they're used the way they were in this movie, where all she was the
Well, see, here's the thing.
song and dance girl.
Here's the thing.
She was a plot device.
Very,
Yeah.
very, 100% a plot device because they. Okay, anyways, I'll tell you that in a second. She ended up being fantastic. Her performance
Go
when she
figure.
enters was fantastic, and then when you
Rihanna
find out her
outacts both main characters.
Yeah,
Who saw
both
it coming?
main
No, she outacts the
characters.
entire movie.
That shit would have been fucking
She was lovable.
plus
and fun.
plus 2 million
She
on the Vegas odds. That would have been plus 2 million.
Yeah.
Rihanna outacts both main characters in a movie.
her character was named Bubble, and she was a race of species that can pretty much change form, like a shapeshifter. They're like shapeshifters, but they're like her regular form is like a jellyfish-looking thing, right?
With some sexy ass lips, though.
She looked
some
like the
big
jellyfish
ass
from,
lips.
Men in
With some
Black 2.
sexy ass lips,
Yes, she
though.
did.
That's true.
He needs her help to camouflage himself to get into this place, right? And he's trying to convince her to come with him, but she's scared, and she's pretty much being held against her will, captive. And and her brief little story she tells him, which is like what 3 or 4 sentences long, has so much emotion in it, and she acts it brilliantly. Like she starts to cry and well up. It's perfect. Fast forward 10 minutes, and they kill her. And it serves no purpose. It doesn't make sense. Her character is lovable, like John said, acting better than both your main leads, and she has more chemistry with Valerian than the main character does, Laurel, played by Cara Delevingne. So it didn't. Crazy choices in that movie. Bubble was a great character, but so many, like you said, some interesting things that they just were like, nope.
They show you like a little bit of it, and you're like, oh, I'd like to know more about that. And they're like, too bad.
Would you like to know more? No. Sorry.
Here's another character.
You were talking about that scene earlier about how they had to say how badass they were. It reminded me a lot of Starship Troopers. In that scene where they were talking about their education as they're getting their assignments in Starship Troopers. That's what that sounded like in the beginning of that movie.
But see, like
That
they
was-
gave Rico though, like a real thing. He's like, this dude's a grunt. He's got the IQ of a goddamn pineapple.
Yeah, but then they also developed on it as well. You got to see him be the pineapple, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Whereas with this movie, they're like, he's got an IQ over 200.
He's a shiny
200,000.
silver dollar.
Well, also this movie
And this dude's
kept
getting
telling
fooled
you-
left and right.
Also, this movie kept telling you things about the movie, right? Exposition after this is this, and this is that, and this is this. But all the things you wanted to know, it didn't tell you. Like, they shoot to the reason why the alien race, the Pearl, they're calling the Pearls, the alien race from the beginning of the movie, their whole world has exploded. And they tell you it's because the humans were at war with a species 30 years ago.
Who we never see.
And they never show it. They show this massive, crazy, cool-looking mothership that crashes on their planet and destroys their planet. But they never show you the species.
The ship looked like the Romulans from Star Trek.
It did.
That looked
it did.
like that's why I was like, oh,
Yeah,
maybe that's
it sure did.
Yeah. What about the character John Goodman played in the beginning of the movie? And he's like, I will find you, Valerian. Don't worry. And he never finds him again.
He never
Ever sees him.
Never
ever,
comes back.
Doesn't get brought up ever again.
No.
And you're just like, what is?
Why did you
going
say all those
on?
things and make me think that maybe like there might be some danger? Nope, nothing. Cool. And he's on the poster. When we walked out, he's on the poster.
What the
John Goodman's character is on the poster. I was like,
wow, how
oh,
about
when I
that?
walked out, I was like, oh, he's going to be someone important. Sure. He's
Not
a-
at all.
No.
Because no one in this movie was important but Valerian.
And even Valerian wasn't all that important either. They just didn't really care about him.
And who, by the way, is confronted with entire genocide of 6 billion people.
Oh my god, that part
I'm
was so
a
cringe.
soldier. I followed. No, you have not followed a single rule in this whole movie.
I'm not
In
saying
the very beginning,
That
he
makes-
says he doesn't play by the rules.
Forgot about that.
The whole scene was fucking so cringeworthy. Alright, so at the end of the movie, guys, the main character, the two main characters,
shit.
like, are forced to, come up with a decision of whether they should play by the book or go against the rules. And
what are their
for
options?
the first time in the entire movie, Valerian's like, I'm a soldier. I gotta play by the rules.
You know me. Ugh.
You know me. You know I don't do anything
See,
outside of the book.
You're not even giving them the...
Anybody that knows Valerian knows I am by regulation, goddammit.
I have my... Look,
My reports are on time. I'm never late.
But their choices for it... The choice he's given is save an entire race and start a new planet.
You
or
see
follow the
this
rules.
tie? It's a double Windsor,
There's like,
goddammit.
there's no option there. There's like, I don't... There's no...
Yeah.
It was. I could see him saying, "We can save this whole this race and damn the human race." Cool. You know, maybe I'll be on the fence a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no consequences.
But it was like...
He just punched his fucking
It was
commander.
so, like, you know, I don't like to latch on to, like, you know, things that are done these days and with, you know, trending things. Like, everybody says cringeworthy now. Like, ooh, cringe, oh, cringe.
Triggered. I'm triggered.
Yeah, but, like, literally at the end of this movie, it gets so cringeworthy because they have a... She's like, no, I play by the rules. And she's like, you gotta trust me because I love you. And he's like...
What? Love is the only thing that'll save the universe?
Okay.
Well, no,
John, it was
she goes,
worse than that.
No, she gives that whole
It was
ridiculous.
worse than that.
Love is the only thing that breaks the rules. Love makes everything
It
better.
breaks the rules. It goes through boundaries. It can't ever be broken, but it does break them because it's love. And you're like,
Did you read that off a Hallmark card?
Love, I can't be tamed.
I can't be tamed. There was 2 sets of footprints in the sand, and then one disappeared.
Seriously, what I get it, man. Oh my god, it's a Hallmark.
That was me, Valerian. I was carrying you the whole time.
And and again, we're harping on Valerian. Again, I don't think he's a bad actor because we've seen him in other things that he was great in.
Oh yeah, I actually like the guy.
I think the direction was what they were asking of him was terrible.
I just think it was the script was so bad that they tried to make the best of it, and then Luc Besson having maybe like I don't know like a just barrier between like cultural differences.
He can
It was
speak
just
perfect
like
English.
I
It's
know,
just
but
poorly
like
written
just
script.
like
I think he just wanted. I think he got overwhelmed. This is his passion project. He's wanted to make
but
this for
I just
decades.
don't know. I don't know how you could hear that dialogue. Like anybody that sees this movie, you're going to hear the dialogue and you're going to go, "That's off. That's off."
I mean, you've seen some
And
Stephen
so-
King movies.
Well, no,
that
but see,
you're
the
gonna
thing,
have
John's
cocaine,
right
you're gonna have
though.
some
John,
alcohol.
but he's right because you look at his previous movies, Fifth Element,
Lucy's
The
even
Professional, like Lucy. The dialogue in that movie is great. Like Luc Besson,
Yeah.
The Professional. Mm-hmm. I mean, one of the actors is French.
The whole movie is dialogue, is what The Professional is.
But it hits. It's fun. Like it's great. You got a kid and a guy who's French, speaking 2 languages, and it still plays. This movie, man, like for 2 American actors, it's just like what.
But see, that falls on that director and it falls on the screenplay, and he wrote both, and he did both,
I know.
and that's
That's the part that I don't get.
Maybe
it
I'll
doesn't
look it
make
up.
sense.
I'll look it up later, but I'll add a correction
Illuminati's involved
right
y'all.
here. There'll be a correction right here if he wrote and did the screenplay for any of his
If
other
he did
movies.
both, I swear to God, Illuminati is involved somehow.
everybody has a stinker, man.
I don't know, man. Not like
They
that.
they have to. You go high to fall low, man. It just happens.
Yeah.
He really wanted this to work, and he was blinded by his passion. It happens. It's that tunnel vision, man. It's that tunnel vision. You're like, I got to make this movie.
He
it's
didn't
gonna be
look
great.
it up. You know, like he
Maybe they gave him like some really rough deadlines. That's what
He's
I like.
been
to
making
believe.
this
Maybe
movie.
Yeah,
they gave him.
he's had too much time on this movie. This has been a passion project. of
Hasn't he
his
been filming it for over 2 or 3 years now?
For decades.
It's got to be for the CG and everything.
Decades? I don't know about all
He's
that.
been wanting to make this movie since the 80s, John.
Yeah, that's why he made The Fifth Element.
There's a
because-
difference between wanting to make a movie and then somebody going like, yeah,
Somebody
make
that's
the
done
movie.
that, but somebody does it, but you write your shit down. You know what I mean? Like he's had ideas for a long time, and it just didn't come together in this movie.
I really think he was.
Well,
afraid
what if he
of
wrote it
making
in the 80s and he had Arnold Schwarzenegger in mind as the main character? All
One-
that shit would have worked.
No, the movie would have been slower because they would never approve. Approve that.
Because they just be doing this the whole time. Come on, you son of a bitch. I can get
Now,
behind that.
all that dialogue is making sense. I'm top physical specimen.
Yeah, you are.
My IQ is over 200 million.
I'm not gonna
You would be
lie.
a fucking fool if you didn't suck my dick right now.
If they would have put Sylvester Stallone
Gray Davis.
or Arnold Schwarzenegger, or I would even have took Nicolas Cage as Valerian.
Just screaming at people.
Like, imagine Nicolas Cage as Valerian. That movie would have been hilarious from start to finish.
No, I don't know.
Start to finish.
An amazing wig budget.
All right, we're running out of time, guys. The clock's ticking down. We could, as you can see, we could talk about this movie for the rest of the night. We were all so hyped about it. I love Luc Besson. We love Fifth Element, and it just didn't come together in this movie. There's
Not just
many,
Fifth Element.
many flaws.
We love Fifth Element. We love
Professional.
The Professional, a.k.a. Leon. What are the other? What's that fucking animated movie he did? I actually love the animated.
Oh,
movie he did.
the little gnome creature things.
Yeah, like he did this like.
Remember they made like 3 or 4
Yeah,
sequels?
no,
to it?
he made a trilogy. It was a trilogy, and I actually loved that movie.
Little boy gets shrunk down and joins these little
The Invisibles,
the Invisibles.
No,
no,
you're talking about the littles.
no.
Oh, because that sounds like you're describing the
I
littles.
can't remember. Anyway, it's right here. Boom, boom. There you go.
We're getting off
There it
topic.
Anyways, that's how we felt about the movie. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe below. Click that little bell for notifications. As you can see,
See this movie just so he gets a little bit of money back, please, y'all.
save the kids in his school.
Save the kids in the school, man.
Buy the director's cut on Blu-ray.
Oh man, I'll watch the director's cut because I'm wondering what got cut out.
I need to hear what this guy's got to say, man.
For a director commentary, full on. That'd be great if it starts with, "I don't know what I did.
There's a lot of cocaine.
I'd fuck up."
Lot of cocaine.
No,
Anyways,
I didn't.
again, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Felt like my dad fucked up. You know, when your dad forgets to pick you up from school, and you're just like, you want to believe that something's got to be going on. There's something behind the scenes. It's not that the game is on. There's got to be something else at play here.
It's gonna come back.
He
It's
left the
gonna come
script
back.
at home and just pretended he had it the whole time.
Yeah, like he's gonna
happen.
show up and half the truck's gonna be missing and you're gonna be like, oh, of course, Dad, there was a goddamn fire and you ran in there like a hero.
Nope, he did not.